The municipal relief hall was a church for people who'd stopped praying. Marble floor, marble ceiling, a counter long as a coffin lid, and every rubber stamp coming down like a lid closing. You took a number, you waited, and the number curled up in your fist while the clock did nothing. I found Flynn near the end of the line, and for once the news hound wasn't chasing a story. He was holding one.
Flynn, it's me. You're over here. I didn't know who else to call. Look at this card. Look at it. That's my family's relief, and somebody put a stamp on it. Fraud, false statement. My kid's bread money, and it comes back with a stamp on it.
Easy, Flynn. Let me see it. A man doesn't get flagged for a false statement he never made. Somebody read your file. Somebody's reading everybody's file.
That's the joke of it. The correction, the one that kept us in the flat, the one you know how it got signed, it's in there. It's a line in the record now. And the record went down the whole book, name against name, and it cross-matched us against ourselves. The thing that saved us is the thing that flagged us.
I turned the card over like there'd be a different answer on the back. There wasn't. Frankie Slim used to say every window in this city had a man behind it you could reach. Frankie was wrong about that, and it got him a low-tide bed under the L. I asked the clerk behind the counter who lifts a fraud flag. He didn't even look up from his stamp.
He already told me, Flynn. A counterman can't touch it. Nobody down this whole marble mile can touch it. One kind of clerk lifts a fraud flag, and one kind only, a licensing examiner.
A licensing examiner. There was exactly one of those in my life, and she'd already had my own file open on her desk, reading it line by line, learning the difference between the man who signs his name and the man who works in the dark. She was honest. You couldn't buy her, couldn't fool her, couldn't wait her out. And now she was the only hand in the city that could unfreeze Flynn's kids. The one door I couldn't pick was the only door left. Dale had the morning mail fanned out across her desk in 3 neat piles, sorting it the way some women deal cards. A tin of hard candy sat open on the blotter, and she had a coat strap pinned under one thumb, running a needle through it while she read. No bottle in sight, just a woman making order out of other people's paper at 9 in the morning.
Morning, Flynn. The Pharaoh's relief notice came through. It's real. It's stamped. It's in the good pile. Their flat's theirs. Which means the only thing left standing between them and the street is you, walking somewhere you don't want to walk.
You already know where.
Sure I do. The examiner's desk. The one you can't cold trail, can't buy a drink, can't wait out till she gets bored. You've talked your way past every hard case in this city, and here's the one that already read you front to back and didn't blink.
She threaded the needle through and pulled it tight. Frankie Slim used to say every door in this town had a price on it if you knew who to ask. Frankie never met a door like this one. It didn't have a price. It just had a good pair of eyes.
You want to know the expensive part? It isn't the family. You'd pay that. It's that you have to stand there and be understood by the one person in Calloway Bay you can't fool, and do it again, on purpose, for a man who already owes you his roof. 2 names on the same page of her ledger now, yours and his. Candy? They're the good ones. You'll want your mouth busy so you don't say something clever in there.
She snapped back to deadpan before I could answer, which was her way of telling me the subject was closed, but she'd named it, the way she always does. To keep the Pharaohs off the street, I had to walk to the one desk in the city I couldn't work, and let it see me plain one more time, standing next to a man it already knew. The license examiner kept her desk the way an honest man keeps his conscience. Nothing on it he couldn't account for. No bottle in the drawer, no angle in her eyes, just the Pharaoh file squared to the blotter, and a woman who'd already read every line of it twice before I sat down. You've had that file open a while, miss. A family's roof is riding on a relief flag nobody's willing to lift. I came to make it easy for you. Anything you need from me, a word, a favor, a way to see it kinder, you say it, and it's done.
There it is. Right on time. You walked in reaching for the lever before you took off your hat, Mr. Flynn. A favor. A kinder way to see it. That's the move, isn't it? Find the soft place and lean. I'm going to save us both the hour. There isn't one here.
Habit, a bad one. It's kept the lights on.
I don't doubt it. But I don't lift a flag because a man was charming, or owed, or persuasive. I lift it because the claim underneath is true. And the Pharaoh claim is true. It was true before you came, and it'll be true after you leave. Your hour on it changed nothing. You should understand what this desk is. This flag is one file. The reconciliation doesn't stop here. It runs on, up past this card, to a good deal of paper stacked well above it. I sign what's in front of me. I don't decide where the stack ends.
She uncapped her pen the way Brogan used to load a case. No drama, just the weight of a thing being done for keeps. She lifted the flag. Then she wrote a second line, and I watched her write it, and I knew it was about me.
The relief is granted. And I'm noting the advocate. Not as a favor to you, as a fact. A man came in for the Pharaohs and reached for a lever he didn't need, because the truth was already on his side, and he didn't trust it to be enough. That's who you are. It goes in the record. Accurate.
The Pharaohs kept their roof, and it cost me nothing I could put a number to. Only that somewhere in the machine there's now a page with my name on it, written in a hand I can't buy and can't fool, that says exactly what I am. The dame in the doorway always wants something. This one only wanted the truth. I walked out into the rain, not sure which kind scared me more. The cold came up through the stone of the stoop and settled in my knees the way bad news settles in a room. Flynn sat beside me with his collar up and his hands loose, a man who'd just watched the marshals not come. 2 floors above us, his kids were asleep in a flat that was still theirs. For once, the reporter had nothing to chase. He was just glad.
You know what I keep doing? I keep listening for the knock. 20 years of listening for it, and tonight it just isn't there. The flag's gone, the file's clean, the kids stay put. Say it back to me, Flynn. I want to hear it out loud one more time.
They stay put. She read every line and she signed it back to good standing.
An honest woman with a stamp in this town, I didn't think they made the part anymore.
That was the trouble with an honest one. She couldn't be bought and she couldn't be turned, and she also couldn't help telling you the truth when it walked out sideways. She'd let something slip on her way to the door, the way Brogan used to let a thing slip when it was eating at him. I'd been sitting on it since. Same reconciliation flagged the card right under yours, Flynn. 2 doors down the tray. Family named on it. Same week, same stamp coming. Only there's no examiner walking for them, and nobody's putting his name on their fix. Their good standing just went.
Who? Give me the name, I'll pull the address, I'll get downtown before the...
He had the pad half out of his coat before he finished the sentence. Old reflex. Then he looked at it in his own hand and remembered there was no place to put it. The machine hadn't broken a rule. It had done exactly what it was built to do, correctly on schedule. There's no headline in a thing working right.
There's nothing to print. Nobody broke the law, it's just arithmetic. Your kids keep the roof because you knew a man who knew the trick. Theirs don't because they didn't.
That's the size of it. Winning was something you had to be known enough to buy. So we sat there, 2 men who'd won, on a stoop that was still warm from a family that got to stay. And below the line, past the reach of my name and her stamp and his ink, a card was already stamped for people who had none of it. And there was nothing to do about it, and nothing to print, and no knock coming for them at all, because the knock only comes for the ones somebody's still fighting for. It was past 9 when the word came back on the Pharaohs. Their card was clean. A father would sleep tonight, and a kitchen would stay lit. And for once in this city, nobody had to pay the tab in blood. I sat with that a while because it doesn't happen often, and it doesn't last.
Don't get comfortable, Flynn. That's the good news, and you already know how you feel about good news. The Pharaohs are fed. You did it the straight way, hat in hand, name on the line.
It worked, Dale, straight in the open. That's supposed to be the part I get to like.
It is. And here's the rest of it, since I'm the one who says the rest of it out loud. That desk you went and asked, it's honest. You can't lean on it, can't fog it up, can't wait it out. You can only ask. And every time you ask, it writes down another true line about the man who came asking.
So they know me a little better tonight than they did this morning.
A little better every time. Brogan used to say, "This town keeps a longer memory than the men who run it." Well, the town got itself a filing tray that never stops, and your name's in the drawer next to the ones you're trying to save.
She wasn't wrong, and she never softened it, which is why I keep her. Down at the hall, a clean card slid back into the tray, and the tray kept moving. The way it always does. The way it will tomorrow. The pharaohs were safe. The machine had asked me a question I answered honestly, and it filed the answer away, and it closed the day holding one more piece of me than it opened it with. That's the arithmetic now. I keep winning the small ones, and the thing I can't beat keeps getting to know me better.